I am funny. I am driven. I'm passionate, and I'm creative. True love is really doing everything you can to assist another person to be their best selves.
Do you think you would fall head over heels in love with yourself if you were someone else and met you?
Totally. I totally would. Yeah, I mean, I like myself a lot. And not in some way that's vain, I don't think. I just like legitimately, you know those moments when you're totally alone and you are actually having a relationship with yourself? I don't know if that makes sense, but like sometimes you're at home and you put on an outfit that nobody's gonna see, but it's like you're gonna see it. So I would say that like that level of me being friends with myself, like I am a person that I like. I'm like, hey, yeah, Elisabeth's a funny girl, you know? Like, or when I'm in my car listening to music, I'm like, damn girl, like you have such good taste in music, you know? Like, so yeah, definitely all the way yes to that.
What do you think about aliens?
Oh, they totally exist. Like how could they? When I was a kid, I was massively obsessed with aliens. So I read all these books, the big-eyed ones, you know, whatever the Greys, I think they call them. But so I particularly was fascinated with those aliens. I do think that those aliens exist. I don't know what they are. I'm always like, I would never want to be those aliens. Like, I feel like it's a really unattractive, like, I like this body, you know, you can dance, like, I feel like those aliens have a weird vibe where like, their head is super, like their brain, like why is their head so big? Like I would never want to look like that. I think the thing that I like most about myself is that I am very positive, but I consider positivity to be constantly keeping going, like an utter belief in yourself and others, or the ability to pick yourself up again after you failed. And it's a weird thing because I don't even think, I mean, I do think I'm talented. I do believe in myself very deeply. It's like, to do anything other than believe in yourself is just a bad idea. Because what else do you have other than the decision that you're going to keep living, that you're going to keep trying? Because I went through some periods in my life where I literally had a tape recorder in my head that would go, you're a failure, you're fucking stupid. And it wasn't even rational. You're a failure because it was literally just this weird circuit that was going off in my head. We have a lot of non-survival mechanisms that are programmed into us that we have to identify and overcome. And that's why I think it takes so much push, because to overcome those barriers that are implanted in your mind takes a lot of fucking work and a lot of persistence. You have to confront your own failures, you have to confront your own bad habits, you have to confront the things that are making your life shit in order to make your life better. And that fucking hurts. I wish I was more disciplined. The people that I admire most are people who are exceptionally productive. There's so many dreams that I have, and there's so many things that I want to do. I just consider that if like I could keep being more disciplined, then I would be able to do so much more. The other thing that I don't like about myself is I think that I can be critical. I really want to be able to understand and fully love and empathize with everyone, and I think I'm not always there.
If someone asked you to give them one random piece of advice, what would you say to them?
That you are completely and utterly responsible for your own life. The more that you can step into that, the more power you can have. Like, responsibility doesn't always feel good. It really does make you so powerful when you really step into the fact that your life is completely and totally in your hands, because then no one can ever do anything to you, because you're choosing whether or not you're going to be the effect of someone else's behavior. It doesn't always feel good. It's not going to make you happy to be responsible, but it's going to make your life way better. It's funny, because I've spent so much time like writing down my goals. It's weird, I'll be honest with you, is that sharing some of your most major goals, like in a sort of a public forum, feels like you're naked. The biggest thing is that I want to find my own voice and create groundbreaking art that really moves people and really changes their perspective. The world can make me really sad. My own existence doesn't make me very sad, because I'm very aware of like how privileged I am, you know, to like live in America and have the opportunities that we have. But when you're confronted with the adversity that some people face, when you're confronted with the magnitude of problems that exist on this planet, not being able to help other people is devastating to me.
If you could go back and talk to 5-year-old you, what advice would you give her?
I tell her, honestly, I tell her to not do drugs and to start her own company. And to not, like, I wish that instead of school teaching you that bullshit of, like, you need to fucking learn social sciences and history and blah, 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 like, I wish that somebody just would have sat me down when I was 5 years old and been like, listen, you are an unlimited being with unlimited potential, and you can do anything you want, you just have to work for it, so fucking go for it.
It's the last day of your life. How do you spend your day? 24 hours.
I thought about this recently. I would definitely go see my family and just do something awesome.
What do you think people will say at your funeral?
I don't know. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll have done something super cool. I think that they would just say that, like, that I loved life because I lived life.
Would you rather be hated or forgotten?
Whoa. Hated.
What do you think about God? Does he exist? Is there one
I totally believe in God.
ultimate being?
Yeah. I personally don't think that it's like a dude. I think that God is like that highest striving towards like the ultimate potential of everyone.
Do you think you have a soul?
Hell yeah. Your soul is you, it's life energy, but the soul is the creator of life. And it's the mixture of like the soul and the physical universe combine, whoosh, and there you are. And you're like, I'm Elisabeth, or whatever. But it's not like a thing. You don't own your soul, you are your soul.
Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm not perfect. And some days I'm like pissed off, you know? But I think that helps make me happy. I'm willing to, I learned a long time ago that it's very important to be able to have your own emotions. If you're sad, you're sad. If you're pissed off, you're pissed off. If you're being a bitch, you're being a bitch. And it's not so much like lean into those negative emotions and sit in them, but like if you're going through a period where you're depressed or you're sad, and then you're fighting yourself, and you're like, you can't be this way, you suck because you're this way, you're fucking wrong because you're sad, that's not gonna solve the problem, you know? So if you're just like, yeah, I'm feeling this way right now. I'm like, okay, I feel like a bitch today. Well, gotta clean the basement. Or whatever the fuck, you know? Like, do the shit in tears if you have to, but just like keep pushing forward when you can push through that stuff. You know, you could do whatever activity you need to do, and you could do it in tears and just let yourself have that. Be like, all right, I'm gonna cry all day, but I'm gonna do some shit while I'm crying. And I think that's why I'm so happy, because I feel like, you know, I can control my life. So I can get out, I can seek that happiness, I can create that happiness. It's in my hands at any given moment. Well, actually, there's two videos that sum up my entire life. One is this. Oh, shit. Okay. Because I love snacks. And and then there's also this. Oh, shit. Let's do it again. I don't know why it does that. Let's try this again.
And I got things going on, cause I be up in these streets. Then I will let y'all know. I can't help it that I be so busy, stuff slip my mind. I get sidetracked, cause everybody wants some of the juice, so they pulling me back.
You know, they're like, hey, well, why didn't you return my call, or blah, 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 and I just want to be like,
I got things going on, cause I be up in these streets. Then I will let y'all know. I can't help it that I be so busy, stuff slip my mind. I get sidetracked, cause everybody wants some of the juice,
so they're pulling me, baby. I just want to have that on replay all the time. So anytime I run into a situation where I'm like too busy, I just send it to someone.